Welcome back everyone. In this video I will implement the login functionality. In the last video I have created the storage service. Now to use this storage service from anywhere I need to register this in the locator. So if you remember, inside the locators folder we have this locator.dart. I will move here and I will register the storage service. So let me copy this, paste it, and instead of auth repository it will be storage service. Okay, now I will move to auth and here I will create a cubit and here I will give the cubit name as login. So it has created login cubit and login state. Let me move to login state and here let me remove this immutable. So it has created the sealed class login state, final class login initial which is extending the login state, and here I will create few more states. Let me copy this, paste it. Instead of login initial I will change it to login loading, and here I will change it to login success, and this login success here I will declare final session which is provided by Appwrite, because I discussed that whenever the user will log in, at that time it returns the session. Now login success required this dot session, and here it will be login failure, final string error, and I will create the constructor that is login failure, and here I need to pass required this dot error. So we have created the login state. Now I need to move to login cubit, and let me remove this and let me import the Flutter block package. Now first tuple here I will use the auth repository. So final auth repository, this. Now I can write locator, these things I have already discussed, locator of auth repository. So we have used this auth repository here. Now the login cubit is the constructor and the initial state is the login initial stage, login initial state, and here I will create the function void login. Now whenever the user will log in, at that time we need to pass two parameters. One is email and another one is password. So here I will use required string email, required string password. These two parameters will be required, and obviously I need to declare this as async. Now whenever this function will be called, at that time first of all we need to emit a state, that is login loading. After that we need to call the login function which we have created inside the auth repository. So here I am writing final response equals to await. We need to use the auth repository, and after that we need to call the login function. Now inside this login function we need to pass the email and password. After that here I will use res.fold, and it will have left and right. So inside left here I will use failure, and whenever there is a failure we need to emit the state login failure, and to this login failure here inside the error I need to pass failure dot message. This one, and for success, that is for write, here it will have session, and if it is success, then we need to emit the state login success, and in the session I will pass the session. That's it. Now we need to move to view, but before that I will go to main.dart, and here I need to use the login cubit as well. So we have this block provider, and here I need to copy this, paste it here, and I will change it to login cubit. So here I have specified the login cubit as well. Now we need to move to login view, and in the login view, here what I will do, I will wrap this form with block consumer. So let me click here and let me wrap this with block consumer. Now inside this block consumer, here I need to specify the cubit and the state. So here I need to pass login cubit, and in the state I will pass login state. Now I need to import this block cubit from Flutter block package, and in the listener here I need to check the different states. So first of all I will check if state is login loading, then what I need to display? I need to display the full screen dialog loader as I have done in case of registration. So here I need to use full screen dialog loader dot show, and then we need to pass the context. Similarly, let me copy this, paste it here. In the else if, I need to check if the state is success, and if the state is success, then first of all we need to cancel the full screen dialog loader. So I need to cancel this, and after cancelling here, what I will do, I will display a message, that is login success. So to display the message here, I will use custom snack bar dot show success, and it will take context and the message. In the message here I will pass app string dot, let it be success. So I need to declare this. So I need to move to app string, and here I will write this, and its message will be, actually it will be SUCC, and its message will be, let it be success. Now this. So I have displayed the message as well. Now after displaying the message, as I told you that whenever the login is successful, at that time I need to store the user ID, session ID in the local storage of the mobile device, and to do that, here I need to access the storage service, and to access the storage service, here I need to find the storage service which we have registered inside the locator. So let me move to login cubit, let me copy this, and let me move to login view and paste it here. Instead of auth repository, it will be storage service, let it be storage service, and let me paste it here, and let me import this locator as well. Okay. Actually I have done a mistake here, the spelling should be STO, let me rectify that. Here it is fine. And the locator also, okay, here it will be STORAGE. TORAGE. Okay, storage service. Now locator, now it will be storage service paste it. Now we need to move to login view. Here also it will be storage service, change it here. Now it will be storage service. Okay, so we have got the instance of the storage service, and whenever the login is successful, at that time by using this storage service I can call the method that is set value. Now this method will take the key and the corresponding value. So first of all I am setting the user ID. So here I will write storage key dot user ID, and we will get the user ID from state dot session dot user ID. So we have got the user ID. Now we need to store the session ID as well. Let me paste it. Instead of user ID it will be session ID, and here to get the session ID, instead of writing this I can write this $ID. So it will give us the session ID, right? And once the login is successful, after that we need to redirect the user to the to do screen, and to do that here we need to use context dot go named, and here I need to specify root names dot, it will be to do, which we have not created. I will create it soon. And after this we need to check the failure state also. So here I will check else if state is login failure. In this case I need to cancel and I need to display the message as well. So here I will paste it, and here I will display state dot error. Whatever error is displayed or whatever error is generated, that will be displayed in the custom snack bar which we have created, right? Now after this I need to call the login function in the cubit in the button click. If you can show the output here, whenever this login button will be clicked, at that time I need to call the login function which we have created inside the cubit. So let me move to the login button. This is the login button, and after checking the form validation, here I need to call that, and to call that login function in the cubit we need to write context dot read. Then I need to specify the type of the cubit which we have created, which is nothing but the login cubit. Then I will call login, and here I need to pass the email and password, and the email I will get from email controller dot text, and here it will be password controller dot text. Now once the login is successful, after that we need to clear this two text box also. So what I will do is that here I will create a function clear text. What this function will do, this will clear the email controller dot clear, and it will create the password text box also, this. And once the login is successful, that is in the login success, here I need to clear the text box also. So here I will call the clear text function, right? Now I need to create this root for to do, and to do that I will go to the features folder. Inside the features folder I will create a folder named as to do. Inside the to do folder I will create a new folder named as view. Inside the view, I will create a new file named as to-do view, and here I will create a stateful widget. Let me import the packages. Okay, so I have created this one, and after that what we need to do is that we need to go to route names dot. So we need to move to routes folder, go to route names dot, and here I will create a route with the name to do, and its value will be to do. After that we need to move to routes dot. Let me copy this, paste it here, and here I will call routes dot to do. The path will be to do, and here I need to return to do view. And if I go to this to do view, then instead of container, here I am returning a placeholder. Now let me run this. And now let me log in. Now let me click here on the login. The form is validating. Now here I need to provide the email, and let me give the password as 12345678. Now click on login. You can see that the full screen dialog loader is coming and the login is successful, and we are getting this placeholder which we have used here. So this is how we can implement the login functionality. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching.